So, we heard the news. J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar for dissing him on 7 Minute Drill yesterday night at Dreamville Fest, and the response has not been the most positive. Welcome back to another video of The Nerd. I'm on Beautiful People. Today we're going to be talking about J. Cole's new project, Might Delete Later, and we're also going to be analyzing and going in depth about the Kendrick Beef and how J. Cole apologized yesterday night. First off, I want to say that J. Cole is one of the best rappers alive right now, one of the best of all time, and this album is more of a testament to that. Might Delete Later proves why he's at the top of his game, and he really is entering his prime if he's not already in it. Now, don't get me wrong, Might Delete Later is not on the same level as an Off Season, which is the previous album that he dropped back in 2021. The main reason for this is because Might Delete Later is a project that consists of loosies, singles, and throwaways, which are meant to hype up and promote his new up-and-coming album, The Fall Off. We all know this, but despite the fact that it is just a bunch of loosies and throwaways, Might Delete Later is such a solid project all throughout. Might Delete Later barely has any weak songs in it. There's only one weak song that I think shouldn't have cut the track list, and that's Fever. And it's not even because it's a bad song. It's actually a pretty decent song. The only reason why I think it's the weakest out of the bunch is because, one, it's way too short. Second, it had a great idea, but it was poorly executed. I didn't like how J. Cole went about it. He started singing on the track, and while it was not bad whatsoever, it kind of lost that vicious rapping that he had all throughout the rest of the project. However, the rest of the project, J. Cole is focused on proving why he is number one and at the top of the game, and you can clearly see this in some of my favorite songs off the album: Crocodile Tears, Sticks and Stones, Hunting Wabbits. These are cold performances, not only on the production side, but on J. Cole. He is spitting like a bullet. He will not stop. He is non-stop rapping on it, and it is vicious. He is coming for everybody's neck on it. And not only that, but he maintains that lyrical substance that we always love from J. Cole. So those three songs, in my opinion, are some of the best on here. Then we also have other songs like Price, Pie, which kind of go into a different lane. They're not as cold or vicious, but they still display excellent rapping performances with amazing hooks from the Dreamville crew. Another song that I want to talk about is Ready 24, which it samples Chickmonk's Soul production. Cameron on the track kind of sounds like Rick Ross, but I find it to be a very enjoyable track. Another song that I'm a big fan of is 3001. I love how the song is kind of like a time capsule. It serves as a purpose to, hey, whoever's in 3001, listen to this song and let me know, are things still the same? Are we still conflicted with each other? Are we still living in the same timeless problems as we are right now? Now, of course, we're not going to be alive for 3001, but it's just imagine if someone from that year listens to that song, even if we're still around for that time. This song serves as a time capsule, and I love the chorus on it. I love how it's distorted vocals from J. Cole. It's super catchy. I love 3001. Overall, this project was very solid, very nice from start to finish, and I love the fact that it was a surprise drop. I really can't complain. I told you guys on this channel that I was craving some new J. Cole music, and we finally got it, so that makes me really happy. But there's one thing that we gotta talk about, and that's 7 Minute Drill, the song where J. Cole drops everything and he just decides to diss Kendrick. Now, I don't want this song to be the one thing that takes away focus from the entirety of the album, but we do have to talk about it. It's the most exciting and the biggest moment by far. And I know a lot of people were saying that Kendrick's verse on Like That was better than J. Cole's response, but in my opinion, J. Cole has the lead, or at least he had it before he apologized to Kendrick. We'll get into that in just a second. The reason why I thought J. Cole's response was better was, first off, as a song, Like That is better. Yes, I'll admit, Like That is a much better produced song, and it has even better performances from both Future and Kendrick Lamar. But as a diss, which one felt more vicious? Which one went more in depth? Which one felt more personal? In my opinion, J. Cole takes the lead in that department. And so that's why I was a little confused when people online were saying, no, Kendrick washed, Kendrick slid on it, he's winning. No, in my opinion, J. Cole was winning. But if you guys have seen yesterday at Dreamville Fest, J. Cole apologized for releasing that diss track. And look, a lot of people are going to be upset at it. I'm upset myself. I'm disappointed because J. Cole promised us something, he gave us something, and then he backtracked and was like, yeah, actually we might have to take that song off streaming services, which I hope he doesn't do because it is a great song. Despite that first half being kind of meh, I didn't really like the production on the first half. The conductor beat on the second half is much better, but overall as a song, very enjoyable, easily one of the best on Might Delete Later. But overall, I do have to say we still got to give J. Cole his flowers. I thought he did great on the diss, and the fact that he's able to be a man about it and really be respectful, be like, hey, I did something wrong and I apologize for it. I did not want to do that in the first place. I gave it into pressure. You got to respect it. Of course, people aren't going to see it that way. They're going to be like very disappointed, being like, well, you dissed him and now you're like going back. Kendrick won. Kendrick's number one in this whole thing. But we do have to give J. Cole credit for being the bigger man in this situation. And, talking about Kendrick, yeah, he won in the end. He's the one winning. He's the one that stayed true to his word. Now it's just time to see whether Drake responds to Kendrick, because he's the one that really took the shots unlike that. But if I'm being honest, I think this is it. I don't really think we're going to see much more from the beef. I don't think Drake's going to say anything else. J. Cole, well, he obviously retracted his statements, and at the end of the day, Kendrick won. I don't think there's going to be much beef after this. We might see something else in the next 5 years, or we might see them collab again. Who knows? That's what I hope. I just hope we keep getting new and much better music. That's all I want. Comment down below what you think of the beef, what you think on My Delete Later. I think it's a great project. If I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Really solid project, and I cannot wait for the fall off. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.